everyone. So I got my room pretty much squared away, kind of cleaned up. Still have some things left to do to organize, but I'm standing right now in the door, and I'm sorry if I'm a little bit shaky or jiggly holding the phone up like this to record, but this shelf that you see here, that's going to be going into the bathroom, into the corner, so that's not going to be here. I had some hooks on the wall, but I started taking them off because it needs to be repainted. This is one of the little jewelry things that was given to me, and it's stuff that I wear often, plus some cute little things that people send me, like would make for me or whatever. And I, there's the picture I showed a while back of me with my great grandma. That is my cat that passed away a few years ago. Ashley had that made for me, so I keep it in here. So don't mind my vitamins I haven't put away yet from grocery shopping, but this is my workspace. So I had to kind of just do with what I had. So I had this, it's actually like a console, but it's the right height for a desk, and it has a drawer in it. Right now the drawer is full of a bunch of little plastic baggies that I need to clean out that drawer. So like I said, this is still a work in progress, but I have my lights, and behind it I have one of these little wood baskets that I keep stuff that, like I have a project there that I'm working on, the little blue dish. I have my candy, that, and some other little earrings and stuff that I wear often. But on the back of it, because I needed somewhere to put that so I could have stuff like behind it or whatever, I'm still in the process of doing stuff. Like I want to have things on the wall here, but I'm not sure what to do yet. So if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. But I have my oversized mouse pad, and I use that sometimes to bead on, but I also dug out my little felt beading mat, and I keep the tools I use the most by me, and my cute little trash can. Over in this corner is another desk, and I keep other things over there, like, well, as you can see, I have my lotion because my hands get really dry when I'm working with stuff a lot. I have bead mats, I have some Clorox wipes, picture of my grandpa, picture of my grandma and my step-grandpa. The only one that's still alive is my step-grandpa, and I call him Papa. So if you ever hear me say Papa, that's who I'm talking about. Here's all the earrings. I mean, I've made more than that, but there's a ton of earrings here, and I'm still debating on whether or not to start listing stuff and selling it, go through and just pull out what I've been wearing and keep what I've been wearing because I like them. But you'll also find like pens over here, tools that I don't use as often, my glue, my scissors. Here is like a little plant stand that I'm not really sure what to do with yet, so I just kind of have it storing my little trays, some little boxes, and just random stuff. So, and then I have this little guy that I'm still not quite sure what I'm going to do with this whole section here. I've been trying to like revamp it and rethink it, but I keep my head pins and eye pins and my wire, and then like odd shaped beads that I like to use. As you can see, flowers are overflowing. I buy a lot of flowers. I need more birds. I don't have any birds. And then down here is the art dot thing that Pamela got me, and I love it. So just to give you some kind of example, so this, and then I'm going to try to move you slowly. These beads and these beads down here all used to be in this, and it was overflowing, and it was a complete hot mess. I couldn't find anything. Gemstones were mixed in, all this other stuff. I mean, it was bad. And it's a great cart, and I love it, but I needed something different. So Pamela got me the little plastic things to put my bead boxes in. So this top shelf is where all my bead boxes are. And then you go here, and it's gemstones and like shells. So anything but glass, okay? Then over here is all my glass beads and wood beads. And these are, and some metal beads. These are all my little teeny tinies I keep in these little containers. And then I have some findings like spacers, bead caps. I try to have them organized by color, and some wire. Right above it is my other stringing materials, like the Starry Silk, as you can see I have a ton of it. Going down further, I have more findings here and here. Then I just have like 2 shelves that I just have a bunch of storage stuff on right now just to keep out of the way. Then the bottom box is empty. So like I said, I'm still working on it. This box has my displays in it. Then here are my lined up. So these are things that I'm gonna be showing you guys and doing videos for. So if you ever wonder, sometimes you'll see no baskets there, that means I have nothing. I have absolutely nothing. And then I have these that I've been storing my silver silk products in, and it's worked out really, really well. Over next to it is seed beads, large beads, odd shaped things, acrylic, Heishi beads, sea glass, like the sea glass pieces. Down here are, in the pink tub, is stuff that friends had given me. And over here on the side is other random findings, like usually cord ends, stuff like that. I have some more like oversized bead caps in the blue. And then over in these are mostly charms and stuff like that. I do see some oversized spacers right there that I need to pull out of there. I need to organize that. And then there's my bead soup. And then this is other stuff that I'm not really sure what to do with yet. But then when you come over here, pretend you don't see this. You don't see that. So over here I have just some stuff that I've been displaying, and my chains up on the wall. The top is acrylic, like leaves and flowers. This one is all my polymer clay that I've been storing in here. See, I've been doing this. I'm doing this because I forget I have things. In here is all my pendants or things I could use as pendants. In here is things that are like, that I bought that are like little sets. Like right now I have Jesse James beads in here, and I have these in their original containers. I don't know why I kept this in here, but anyway. In here are ear wires. I have some that need to be put in the proper spot. I haven't gotten to that yet. I recently took apart some failed jewelry pieces, and I need to put away the stuff from that. Down in here are all those designed by me, little mini kits that I don't use very often. Sometimes if I'm looking for a large bead, I go in there and dig around. I'll probably end up just sorting those by color. In here are some more things. I have clear nail polish. I have some other glues. Oh, and look, I do have GS Hypo Cement. I wonder why I never used it on those stretch cord bracelets. But, you know, just other craft glues and stuff. And here are all my clasps. So I have layers, and I did them by color and style. In here's empty, so it needs to be cleaned out, and then I can use it for something. And then in here are some extra beads I haven't gotten around to sorting out and putting away properly. So that's where I'm at right now. All right, guys, so that's my little tour. And again, just to kind of focus on my desk, this is where I do my work. So anyway, that's all I've got for you guys, and we'll do a project next. Bye. Hey everyone, I'm on a roll. It's still Monday. I'm still wearing the same thing. So I just did a tutorial, and I couldn't wait. I had to do another one because for those of you who follow me on social media, either my personal social media or my Jody's Jewelry Creations, you would have seen that while I was away up north for my anniversary, for mine and my husband's anniversary, we found a bead shop. And I'm like, what? a locally owned bead shop. And we used to have one here in Kalamazoo, but it shut down. Like, I mean, after COVID, like they just couldn't stay open, you know? And this place was amazing. So he does have a website, but he doesn't have like the beads listed on there yet. So if you're from Michigan or near Michigan and you're planning on going to Michigan, especially Traverse City, I will at least like put the name of the company so that you can find them. And I will put the website there too. I know that when we were talking to him, because we were talking to him for some time, he was talking about how he has to finish getting his website, you know, updated so he can actually ship and everything. So a little small business, and I am so happy to support him. You guys, he had some great beads. So you're about to see it, and then we will design something, okay? Because I can't even take it. Like, I was so excited. I could have spent so much money in there, but I was like, nope, 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 nope. And, you know, my husband was talking to him too, because he also does stuff like, he has like collectibles. So like Star Wars stuff and, you know, like all that kind of crazy stuff. So he's got like his beads, and he's got like stuff for the guys. So the guys can be like, you know, the ones who don't bead, because some guys do bead. But so the guys like my husband who don't, can go look at that stuff and be occupied while their significant other is looking through all the sparklies. So he's got the perfect setup. And then that way also too, the spouse doesn't have to worry about what they're spending, because he's not going to find out. So anyway, so enough of that, but let's get this turned around, and I cannot wait to show you guys. So excited. I know the picture that I showed you guys on social media, whoever saw it, does not do it any justice. So I'll be right back. Okay, so the stuff I found. So here we have some blue African recycled glass beads, and these were $13 for this strand. The strand is ginormous. It is, hold on, I'll grab my tape measure. So one side is 11, so it's like a 22-inch strand, you guys. And it was only $13 for these little, like they're like a 4mm bead, but they're super cool because they're like that barrel cut, but one side is kind of like a rough cut. Super amazing. Absolutely love these beads. When I saw these, I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta have them. And he had them in several colors. Like he had a green, he had like a yellow, like a really light yellow, really pretty. I found some bone beads, and these were 12. And these are, I mean, you can see there are some imperfections, but I mean, that's bound to happen. Like here. And I think that just adds to it. But these were good. And if you guys are like shop for bone beads, you know they're not cheap. So this is a 8.5, so a 17-inch strand basically. And they are just lovely. And I think these are probably about a 5mm, maybe. Yeah, about a 5mm. Then here are some more African recycled glass beads. Check these out. These are those disc ones, and they are kind of rough cut. Some are larger than the others. I think the largest is like a 10mm down to like probably like a 6mm. It's kind of graduated, but let's measure this and see. This one was $22, but it is like a 20-inch strand. So again, really good deal. Any of you who shop for these types of beads know that they are not inexpensive. They're all, you know, of course, handmade, of course, and they're just so cool. I mean, look at them. These themselves are like amazing. Then I got, oh my goodness, I forgot what this was. I think this was it was an agate. Let me see if my little receipt says anything. It may not. No, because look, it's so old school. Like it's just his departments. So anyway, I totally forgot what it was. I was so excited, but I know it's an agate, and these are gorgeous. They are an 8-inch bead, and they are faceted, and they are just beautiful. And I think, what was the price on those? Those were, okay, these were $6.50. And I don't feel like that they were supposed to be now that I think about it, but I paid $6.50 for these, which is like nothing. And that is like a 15-inch strand. Then I have this beautiful, I always get confused, is it sunstone or sandstone? I think it's sunstone. I got this beautiful sunstone strand, and you can see the sparkle in it. Just beautiful stuff. Look at that, how gorgeous these beads are. Some of them have more sparkle than the other, and I wonder if that's how they're cut from the actual stone itself. But they are absolutely gorgeous, and that strand was only $16. And that is also a 14-inch strand. So as you can see, it may have been like a pricey spend that day, because I spent $73.67 on 5 strands. But the amount of jewelry, and this is when I talk about like budget and price, right? Because for some of these, like, you're gonna say, wow, $22. Well, yeah, and it's just glass. Yeah, it is. But the thing is, I can get so many projects from all of these. And if you're into buying some, a little bit higher end products and stuff, I mean, this stuff is like, it's like glorious. If you love that kind of thing. Some people don't like the recycled glass. Some people don't like the bone beads. And that's okay. I'm wild about it. And I've never bought either one like these because they have been out of my price range. But because I was supporting a local business, and because the strand was so long that, I mean, I couldn't help myself. I had to get it. So we are going to make a really cool necklace today. That's what I've decided I want to make, and that's what we're going to do. And we're going to use some of the products that I bought while I was on my little R&R for our 5-year anniversary. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. So I did take some stuff. So I pulled these colors out of the glass round disc beads. I pulled out the orange, the 2 that were more aqua, and the 3 yellow. I have these more peachy colored gemstones from the agate. I have some of the bone beads here. I have some of the blue African recycled glass beads here. These were in my bead soup, and I thought, how perfect would these 2 beautiful brown ceramic beads be? I have a clasp, some jump rings in case I need them, my wire guardians, and my crimp tubes. Have some wavy spacers and some plain little round spacers. I believe these are about a 2mm spacer. All right, so we're gonna do all these with antique bronze, and I do have more of this coming. This is not all I have left of antique bronze, although it was cutting it really close. I noticed it this morning, and I'm like, oh boy. And so I jumped on Amazon, and I got it ordered, and it's gonna be coming tomorrow, so good thing. All right, so I want this to be kind of a shorter length necklace. And I am going to cut this, and I'll tell you how much I cut off in just a second here. It's not gonna be a really short length necklace, but just shorter. So kind of where I've been making them lately. I haven't been making them super duper long. I've been doing a lot of shorter ones, and as it gets closer to fall, I'll probably do some more longer ones, because I tend to wear a lot of like long sweaters, or like the tunic style tops and stuff like that. And the really long necklaces look so cute with those kind of tops. So you'll probably see me wearing a lot, or making a lot more longer ones. But I have been really enjoying the shorter necklaces lately. So in case I didn't I don't even remember the introduction, you guys. And I just did it like less than 5 minutes ago. There's 27 inches that I cut. if I got too excited, I didn't even tell you where this place was located. It's in Traverse City. So if you are in Michigan or you're going to be in Michigan and you plan on going up to Traverse City, then, you know, you'll be able to find this place. So I'm going to include the name of the company where this little store that I shopped at. And I'm also going to include their website in case he does get stuff up on there before I had a chance to like check it out myself to see if he did or not. So explain to him that, you know, I do tutorials and you know, so I'm hoping that he understands, like, I'm gonna say your name, you know, the name of your business and stuff, in case there is somebody in the area that wants to do some local shopping. I love to be able to support local or small businesses. It's one of my favorite things to do. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I love all the other places I buy beads and everything from too, but there's something about, like, it's a good feeling to support a local business because you know you're doing something good for somebody who is small like yourself and trying to do some good. All right. So my plan is I wanted to do the yellow ones together like this. I think I'm going to need to put a spacer in between. Let's see. Let's do this. Maybe one of these spacers, and then my wavy spacers. I think it'll just sit better. Oh yeah, that sits a lot better. Okay, let's do that over here on this side too. So I knew that, like, everything I got I could use together. I knew that, but how I was gonna do it, I had no idea. And I figured I would take these, I don't know why I did too, take these really bright ones out of the strand and use these in this first necklace that I'm going to be making. And I just thought it would add some super bright, fun, like, look to it. So let's do another spacer on the other side of that. And let's bring in that orange, like, just like so. And then let's do another spacer. So I'm kind of just winging it. And I feel like it's what I do best. And then let's bring in 2 more of these flat wavy spacers here. And then this spacer, and then let's do the blue one. I love the unevenness of these beads. I think they are so cool. And I like how they're kind of rough, you know? They don't feel like sharp and rough. They're just like rough cut, you know, and they're just beautiful. And I always like try to imagine, like, when someone says something's handmade, like, I think about that, like, whether it's, you know, like a glass bead or hand carved gemstone. I'm like, how? Like, who does it? Like, I want to meet the people who do these things. I want to meet them and talk to them and ask them questions and like all this stuff. And I know that's just not possible for me to do. So, but I just always find it so fascinating that people have the ability to do stuff like this. It's just so cool. All right, so that little spacer, 2 of those. Then our blue, and did I put that? No, I did not. I forgot. I gotta put my little round spacer on, just so that the little wavy ones sit properly. There we go. And then another little round one. Yeah, I was just so excited. And it's funny because I didn't even notice it. And it was on my side of the road. I'm the passenger, right? You would think I'd be the one like looking around. But I think I was looking in like directions where I wouldn't have seen it. But it was on my side of the road. And my husband's like, oh, there's a bead shop. And I'm like, what? And so we went downtown and we did the stuff that we want to do. He's like, let's swing by and see if that bead shop's open. I'm like, okay. I mean, of course I'm going to say okay. I was so excited. And sure enough, they were open. And the guy who was running the place was just so nice. He talked to Shane and I for like ever. And it was just, he was so nice. And he said that there was a lot of construction on his road for some time. And so he's just now getting back to doing stuff in his store, and he didn't have any traffic for quite a while. So, you know, he thanked us over and over for our purchase and everything. And I'm like, yeah, of course. I'm like, this is so cool. And, you know, the only things I have by me locally, you know, I'm lucky enough to have, I have a Hobby Lobby and a Michael's and a Joann's, but I don't have anything that's like small businessy. So it was really cool to stumble across him and be able to check out his stuff too. All right, so then we're going to, well, I think I want to kind of filter those in. So let's do like a couple of these really cool bone beads here. And then let's do a spacer. And then let's do a couple of these blue ones. And I'm gonna put them like back to back like this, so they almost look like one bead, but they're not. And then let's do our spacer, and let's do one of these peachy colored stones. I have everything else on standby, so if I need to grab anything else, I can. All right, and let's do the same thing over on this side. So I'll tell you a little bit about our weekend. So I took Friday off, and Shane only had to work a half day, and he goes into work so early that his half day is like he was home by 8:30. And you know, we stuck around at home for a little bit, and I had groceries ordered and delivered to the house so that the boys wouldn't starve to death over the weekend. And so those got delivered, and then we headed out, and we went to our cabin just to make sure we could find it, because we didn't know how long we would be in Traverse City. And then once we found it, we drove up to Traverse City, which is about 45 minutes away from where we were staying. And we went downtown, we had lunch there, and got a coffee and wandered in and out of different stores. One of my favorite stores in Traverse City is, I love Cherry Republic. I mean, they have cherry everything. We picked up some cherry mustard and cherry salsa, and of course some dried cherries covered in dark chocolate, which is like, the bag was gone before the weekend was over. And you know, and they had some homemade peanut butter dog treats, so we got some for Woody. Didn't have any cat treats, but my cats are spoiled enough, so I'm sure they'll be fine. And then we went back to our cabin. We soaked for a little while in the hot tub, and that was heavenly. It was so nice. And it was just so nice just to have like that time to just like let all the worries melt away and all the stress of every day melt away. And it was amazing. So we did that, and then we did that till, well, we went out to dinner first, and then we did the soaking after dinner, and it was really nice. And we went in for the night, you know, got showered and just kind of like hung out, and this was about 9:30 now, and we just kind of hung out and watched some TV and just visited. And it was really nice just to be able to like sit and talk with each other and not have all the everyday stuff happening. Well, then Saturday morning, right across from where we were staying, across the street, there was a little mom and pop restaurant that's only open till 2 o'clock. So their main business is like breakfast. So we went over there and had some breakfast, and that was really good. And then we just headed out for the day, and we went and we took a walk through so Crystal Mountain is a ski resort that's right by us, and they also have it's like a summer resort too, where they have like stuff for the kids and the whole family to do and everything. And they had this like art walk that was in the woods, and it's all these big sculptures that were created and brought there and placed on this trail. And it was a 2-mile trail, so we walked that and checked everything out. And it was really hot and sweaty, and so I came home, and I knew I had a massage that my husband got for me for an anniversary gift, so I had to get cleaned up and ready to go for that. So went and did that, and I was, gone for like an hour, and he just kind of putzed around and did some stuff on his own for a little bit while he waited for me to be done. And I have to tell you guys, that was the most amazing massage I have ever had in my life, and it was so good. And my massage therapist was like so spot on. Like, she's like, "You sit at your desk a lot and work, don't you?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Yeah, I can tell." So, she worked on some trouble areas for me, and it was just such a really nice experience. And I'm like thinking to myself, like, how can I fit this into my every week budget, which I can't. But it was a very nice, thoughtful anniversary gift from my husband. He was very sweet. So after that, I got to come home, and we hung out at the cabin for a little bit, and then went out to dinner, and we found a distillery that's like out in the country. And so they make their own whiskey and gin and like all that kind of stuff. And they also make wood-fired pizzas. So we're like, oh, I'm in the mood for pizza. So we went and had that. And that was really cool. It was like a farm, and they, grow all the things they need to make their alcohol. And you're like right on the farm, and they have like a little restaurant right there, and a little shop where you can buy their products and stuff. So that was really, really cool. And so that was a nice experience. And then we went home and just kind of, hung out and watched TV for a little while. And we were both so tired because we're not used to being gone like that. And we went to bed a little early and just kind of got so much rest. And it felt so good to get that much rest. So, and we had to leave a little bit early anyway. We had to check out by like 10 a.m. So we wanted to get plenty of rest. And then we headed back home, and it was just such a wonderful weekend. And we talked about like, if we were to get a cabin, if we were to buy a cabin, where would we want it? Close enough but far enough, kind of thing. So I don't know. It's something we've discussed, because we would love a place that we could go that, or that the kids could even go and enjoy, whether with us or on their own. So it's something we're thinking about, but we want something that's going to be like on a small little lake, it doesn't have to be like a big lake, like one of the Great Lakes, but just one of the little small ones. Anyway, so that was my weekend. Sorry for like rattling. So what I ended up doing with this is I really wanted to use these, but I didn't have very many that color, and I really wanted to stick with that color because I have so much of this, the like off-white bone beads right here. So I really wanted to kind of get them spaced out, but still like kind of showcase them in between all these other beautiful like glass and bone beads. So that was my way of thinking here around this design. So we're just kind of finishing up putting this together. Oh, I'm being called. Hold on one second. I'm needed. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Finish this beading here. we're almost done with the beading. I know you're probably looking at it and you're like, well, those bright colors don't really go well with this, but I think they do. And I think you need bright right here in the front as like your focal. I just think it adds to the, like, I don't know, like showcasing the elements that were used. I think it's just, it makes it really cool. So again, I will make sure I include the information where this place is located. And you know, you could probably even give him a call and maybe he could send you some photos and pricing of what you might be looking for. Or send him an email, you know. You can tell him, hey, there was a guy and a girl that stopped in there on Saturday the 20th and they shopped with you and you talked to them for quite a while and she bought some beads, you know. He might not remember our names, but he might remember that we hung around in there and like had a conversation. Tell him, you know, it was the couple from Kalamazoo and he might know. So, but yeah, he was a really nice guy. Yeah, she did a tutorial using some of your beads and we want some beads. All right, I think we're gonna just, well, let me measure this one out on my neck and see if that's where I want it. Yep, that's gonna be perfect. Okay, you guys, this is perfect right where I have it. I'm just gonna put one more little metal bead on here and we're gonna call that one good. I normally don't do 2 tutorials a night, especially after I've worked all day, but I really could not wait to get this exciting stuff out to you. Plus, oh yeah, I want to tell you, because I did put in the beginning of this video, I kind of give you like a little tour of my little tiny craft room, and I want to know what you guys think about, like, if there's anything that you saw that you felt like was good, let me know. If there's anything that, you know, you have suggestions for something that you guys have done that's like tried and true. I really want to know these things, so tell me about it. Give me some feedback on, like, you know, ideas, like my one empty wall, that I want something functional there, maybe something decorative and something functional. You know, give me some ideas. Like, I want to know what you think. Okay, so we got that end on. Go ahead and slide that through these beads here. All right, some gravity. I guess I'm not gonna need those jump rings after all, which is fine. I've been trying just to grab the jump rings just in case I end up needing them. Even if I don't use them, at least they're there. And I've been trying to really hard, like, look at my bead soup almost every time I make something, just so that I can, you know, maybe grab a couple of things, because my bead soup's kind of thick. It needs to be watered down a little bit. I thought about going through my bead soup and sorting it by bead soup color, but then I'm like, maybe one day when I'm really bored, or if I'm watching a movie that I don't need to really pay too close of attention to, maybe I'll do it then. But that's like maybe a winter thing to do. Not really anything I want to do this time of year.
Have you seen Mare's watch charger? It was plugged in by the coffee maker.
I didn't move it. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Xander's girlfriend's looking for her watch charger. And Shane was just wondering if I had seen it. All right, let's finish getting this squeezed down here. All right. Cut that off. All right, here is our super cool, awesome necklace that we have, guys. I hope you like it. I think it turned out really cute. I'll right back and I'll try it on. Okay, guys, here it is. Look at how pretty that turned out with the peach and the blue and the white. And then you have all your fun, bright colors here. My 2 ceramic beads, kind of keeping them together, like, you know, making this a real big focal piece here. So tell me what you think. Tell me what you think about the beads that I scored, that I found. I mean, I was so excited. I hope you guys really like this project. I think it was a lot of fun. Another little simple stringing project. And you know, if you don't have the same beads as I do, it's okay. You can still create the same look. Just dig through your beads and find the ones that you want to team up together. Find some really fun, bright colors that you can put in the middle there, and then just go with it and just create your colorful vision on a chain and make it yours. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I love hanging out with you. I gotta let the old man in and clean up my mess now for the night because now I'm done. I hope you enjoyed the video of my little tour of my room, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Love you much, and blessings for all of you. Bye, guys.